niggas part-time hoes and full-time bitches. Hate everything so personal. You niggas part-time hoes and full-time bitches. Hate everything so personal. You niggas part-time hoes and full-time bitches. Hate everything so.
Came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing.
Say that again. I couldn't hear you over the sound of me about that.
I done came up, got my name up. So when they speak of who blinged up, I'm who they bring up. Come up dissing and you'll come up missing. I'm a cutthroat baller like O.J. Simpson. Little homie, listen, try and serve me. I put a 25 in your back like Barry Bonds jersey. On the streets, on the beach, y'all ain't able. Cause to our shit on rappers like major labels. What's with the ice grilling, homie? Change your face. To see they'll do more than tan you to change your race. Girls love metaphor, and I love them back. Addicted to getting.
E FooLy is the truth.
You gonna learn today.
What is happening, YouTube? Y'all know me, E FooLy, aka the Golden Child, aka your mama's best friend, aka Mr. Believe It Bitch. Build videos. FooLy's got them, man. I've actually had a couple of requests from some cats how I'm running my modes, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna call this an invincibility build because you're literally fucking invincible. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I can just tank so fucking good with this, and I don't even use my special. When I say my special, I mean I don't even get into the bear shit, because to me, I think the bear needs so much buffing. It just seems too weak to me. So I really don't like that, as opposed to how the commando was with the turrets. I don't really like the whole bear mechanic. Anyways, to the build. We will get to the weapons first. Let's get to the skill trees. Now you can snap this and just look at it, because I'm going to go through it pretty quickly, how I have my skills set up. The main tree that I use for this is, of course, the defense skill tree, because this skill tree right here, it has a lot to do with your fucking shield, okay? So first things first, like I said, I'm not really using bear a lot, so we don't need this one. What is this one? I don't like that one either, the whole health incendiary shit. So this one right here is pretty important. With your shield's active, she gains bonus damage or damage reduction and increased damage to her guns. I put 5 in that. This one is a really good one too. Make sure you have this one. I have it maxed out. Like I said, there are a couple other build videos and they have it a little different. It's just, to me, you can just use this as a guide, but at the same token, switch it up a little bit to your game style, your preferences. I'm not going to say this shit is written in stone, but you saw me in the beginning. Like, I'm talking True Vault Hunter mode, Mayhem 3, and I'm just running through shit like it's nobody's business. Kill skill. Killing an enemy grants Moze a stack of drowning brass. For each stack of drowning brass, Mo's fire rate is reduced, but her gun damage is increased. This is a really, really fucking good one. And I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The next one, this one, a portion of Moses' health is reserved and cannot be restored, but her maximum shield is increased. So with the relic that I'm running, is it the relic? Not the class item, but yeah, with the relic I'm running, I always have 1% health. I'm going to get into that when I get to the relic or the equipment that I'm using. But max this one out, because you want your shield to be as high as you can get it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a shield build, but your shield should never break with this setup. The next one, Moses' maximum shield is increased, and she gains resistance to shock. That's really good. So make sure you have these up. The next one I have, Mo's shield's recharge delay is reduced, and her shield regeneration recharge rate is increased. The next one, Moses' gun damage is increased depending on how low her health is. This is another big one. So like I said, I run it at 1 HP. So that's the maximum amount of damage I'm going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So this one's a real good one to have too. Did I read that right? Yeah, so this is, I think I said it backwards. Her recharge delay is reduced, meaning it recharges faster, and her recharge rate is increased. So I mean, it recharges faster, and it takes it a shorter time in between charges, if that makes sense, when it's depleted. But like I said, your shield should never deplete. And I think one of the most important ones is this one right here. Kill skill. After killing an enemy, Moses gains a stack of doctrine. I'm not gonna flanks. I don't think I said that right. Phalanx doctrine. For every stack of phalanx doctrine, Mo's shield and gun damage is increased. And if you see the common thread with this, it all depends on your shield versus and your gun damage, your resistance. That's what this whole skill tree is about. This is your gun. If you want a gun build, this is it. So I'm going to be as tanky as fuck, and I'm going to output so much fucking damage. It's ridiculous. And then I like this one. A lot of people do not run this one, and I'll show you in the blue tree. So that's the two main ones we're going to use is the blue and the red tree. Whenever Mo's shield is completely depleted, she gets a portion of her shield back and then increased gun damage. So let's say for some happenstance that your shield depletes, right? And you'll see it drop, but when you're throwing grenades, it should just bounce right back up. And she recharges her grenades. You'll see in the blue tree. So let's just say for some happenstance it does it. Real quick, before you even lose that 1 HP, it's going to bounce back up and you're going to have increased gun damage. I mean, you can't get any better than that, dude. And that gives you enough time to get your ass out of Dodge, because obviously this not where you fucking parked your car. You need to get the fuck out of Dodge. You dig what I'm saying? So at least that'll be like, I don't want to say like a res mechanic, but at least like a buffer to you going down. So it's a buffer, especially with you having 1 HP. So like I said, snap this if I'm going too fast for you. Oops. And then as far as the blue tree, now a lot of people run this where they go all the way down on this one and max it out to where they get this last perk down here. And I'm going to tell you why before I even get into the rest of this. Why I don't like this one. Whenever Mo's does gun damage, there's a chance for a secondary explosion. That's not really, I don't really see the benefit of that. That's not keeping me alive. That's not going into a tank build. You feel what I'm saying? More of the gun damage needs to be over here, because I'm not going to be using grenades in the aspect of, I'm not going to be using grenades to do damage. I'm going all the way into my gun damage. So anything with more damage is what I need to be using. Okay, so first thing, whenever Mo's deals splash damage, she deals increased incendiary damage. Now that's better than any one of these. This one I believe goes into the special. Yeah, that one goes into the special, and this one goes into the special. So I mean, process of elimination, only one we have left is this one. This one is a big one. Whenever Mo's deal splash damage, there is a chance that her ammo, to add ammo to her currently equipped weapon magazine, with a smaller chance to return a grenade. This is big. So whenever, especially doing Circle of Slaughter, whenever I'm throwing grenades, I always have out the gun that I'm going to use, because over time, throwing so many grenades, especially the grenade that I use, it does a lot of splash damage. I get a lot of fucking ammo back. And I mean, I'm always regenerating my fucking grenades. Like, it's fucking insane. The next one, go 5 of 5 in this one. All splash damage dealt by Mo's has a chance to double in size. That's big right there. Moses' grenades have a chance to score a critical hit, dealing greatly increased damage. Sources of critical hit damage do not affect grenade critical hits. This is big because for a lot of people, they didn't know, I guess, that grenades don't have a crit. But with her, grenades have a crit, and it does a fuck ton of damage. Going down a little bit further, whenever Mo's damages an enemy with a thrown grenade, for every enemy hit, she restores a portion of her missing health. So this is big too, okay? There's a lot of big points in this. I keep saying that, but there's a lot of things you need to understand the method behind my madness. Because I have a relic that I'm not getting health, the health is returned as shield. So you'll see where I'm throwing a lot of grenades, and that's what makes it so invincible, is I'm throwing grenades and I'm getting my shield back. So with an amp shield, if for those who don't know what the amp shield does, they've nerfed the B shield almost to the fucking ground. They don't want amp damage. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these guys, but they don't like that, the way the amp and the B shield worked back in the day. But anyways, what happens is on the first shot, your shield will go down to half, and then the amp damage only works whenever you have a full shield. So that's why they make it go down, and then you have to recharge it before you can shoot off another amped shot. All right, but throw grenades first, right? Then I shoot. While my grenades are still out there fucking scattering, because I use a hex grenade, I'm getting my shield back damn near instant. So every shot that I'm shooting has amp damage with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fucking insane, dude. This one is a big one. Make sure you go into this one. Increase Moses grenade capacity. Not really big. I mean, this one is just depending on how you want to do your build. I did it, but it's not really necessary because she regenerates so fast in her she regenerates her grenades so fast, it's not going to really matter how many she carries, if that makes sense to you. And then the last one in this one is Mose gains an ability to throw grenades while she's in final fight. I mean, that's kind of give or take. That's kind of give or take on this one, because I really didn't have to go into this one, but because I'm not using this one, if that makes sense to you. The blue tree for me is secondary. I'm going mainly into the red tree, all right? And as far as the equipment that I'm using, just a regular rerouter, and this one is just the amp damage. When fully charged, the next shot drains 50% of the shield, but does 120% bonus amp damage. So this is basically the nerf to hell B. I mean, they took it away where it's not all shots, and they also took it away where it takes, to do amp damage, you got to sacrifice your shield, which is okay. It's fucking fine. I need a better rolled one, so if you have one that's better rolled than this or anointed, yo, holla at your boy FooLy. Duke that shit, man. Community, you dig what I'm saying? And then the class item that I'm using is Desperate Entrenched Bloodletter, and this one just basically goes everything into the red skill tree, if that makes sense to you. I have another one actually that I think I got on my Beastmaster, or is it in this one? Yeah, this one's better because it has better rolls that I use. So I'm saying this one actually, yeah, it's literally the same. It's literally the same, but it's better rolls. Because you see, I got sniper rifle damage on this one, which I don't use snipers on this build. Weapon reload speed is the same, but this one has Atlas weapon critical damage. And I think, I'm going to look, but this one is better. I need a better overall rolled one, meaning different rolls down here at the bottom. Preferably, if y'all have one, like I said, community, help a nigga out. Okay, so this is the grenade that I'm using. Anything that's cloning hex, you want to use, okay? Reoccurring does not spawn as many grenades as cloning. And I have this hex, I have a radiation one, this one, and then my better one is the electric, because it does bonus damage to shields. But you can use any hex that you want to. If you only have a cloning hex, it's not going to be bad if you do not use it. And as far as this one, this is just a bullshit ass artifact. I'm not too crazy about this one, but you see how I was running up in that shit. You literally invincible. And how you use this build, I mean, it could be any weapon that you want. I like using the conference call because it does so much fucking damage to so many people at once. Some people use the flacker. I mean, you can if you want to, because you're doing explosive damage with this. And then this shotgun too, the Brainstormer. I think people have been sleeping on this one. This one and the conference call, because you don't have the beast shield. So a lot of people were just throwing this in the bank. These two shotguns, you really, really fucking need to play around with these bitches. You feel me? And then you can use the AR if you want to, but this is more of a shotgun build because shotguns have more of a spread of damage. Now, as far as bosses is concerned, you will run into problems with bosses if you do not run this shit right. So that's why I have an AR because I can do damage from a distance and still damage ads, if that makes sense to you. That's why I'm not using like a hand cannon or an SMG, something that has a little bit more range when I'm fighting bosses, if that makes sense to you. But I'm saying give this a try. Like I said, if you throw a few grenades in the beginning before you rush into a group of ads and then you just haul off shotgun shots, yo, you'll never get out of your amp damage, and you're doing so much fucking weapon damage from the skill tree. And then this one, I didn't really go too far off into it. This, god damn it, this one right here, it stacks infinitely. I think the highest stack I got was like a stack of 9 or 10, I believe. And my fucking shield was in the 60,000, dude. 60,000. And they could not fuck with my shield, dude. And it's like 30 seconds. I was about to say 20. 30 seconds. I'm telling you, this build is insane. So just give it a try. Tell your boy how you like it. It's literally invincible. You're not gonna fucking die. And if you do die, you're a trash bag.
E FooLy signing the fuck out.
Spread the word, I'm back breaking, bitch.